it's me again. I've been looking at a few videos about pagan dating, and I find it quite fascinating, really. It's, I don't know, it does actually connect to me, because if I meet a guy, like, you know, I'm only 20 years old, but if I find the right person or whatever, you know, like, he would have to be a part of it, but not follow it, but understand it. To be honest, in my words, like, if a person that you're with really does care about you, he would believe, you know, or put up with your own beliefs, and he'd respect it. And if he doesn't, or she doesn't, then tell him to sod off, really. It's like any other religion, isn't it, really? Sorry, I'm a bit tired today, but at least I've got Centre Parks tomorrow. Yay! Nice, lovely break, thank God. I've been having problems with that, because the only thing really I have out when I go out in the evening or whatever, when I meet guys, is I have a goddess around my neck, and obviously not many people see that, they don't notice that, and they don't understand that. But if I did meet a guy, I'd wait until, I don't know, first proper date, and then I'd tell him and say, you know, I'll follow the pagan religion, the faith, or whatever. And if he doesn't agree with that, I'll just tell him to go away. Say, if you don't like that, then it's not worth it. Sorry, I'm looking at my Facebook comments. You know, I actually do worry about that every single day of my life, you know. Like, I feel so comfortable, I feel so happy. I've always wanted to do it ever since I was a little girl. But I've always felt frightened, quite scared actually, that people don't agree with it. They think of us as horrible people. You know, there's a woman that works in my place where I volunteer, and she doesn't like me because she's a big top Catholic and I'm not. And I say, oh, okay then, we have our different beliefs, let's move on. Do you know what I mean? We do great when we work together. Why should it matter? But obviously things like that, you know, if people are very, very strong about their belief, they can't stop that. Because as soon as I tell everybody what I am, they say, oh, I bet you anyway, you do Ouija, you do black magic, and you do love spells. Oh, can you do one for me? And I'm like, dude, it's not funny. But it does scare me if I get with a guy and if he doesn't like it, but I'll have to put up the courage and just say, no matter how well we get along, do you know what I mean? I'll just tell him to go away. I know it's hard, but I would tell him to go away and just leave me alone. If he doesn't like it, then he doesn't like me. So, you know, it's quite a difficult situation, like with internet dating, with like live journal dating and that. It's quite a hard situation because they fear the unknown. They don't know us that very well. We're not a very well known faith, and that's why I like it. People have got to know that we do have, you know, respect for any other human being, and that is a problem. My ex, before that, he wasn't extremely fond of it, but he got along with it. He did a little bit of I think he didn't do a ritual with me, but we just had a little fun, had a fruit salad, or put a little stick man in the fire, or something like that. but you can't force your partner to follow a religion because you want them to. But if they accept who you are, then I don't think that you should force them to follow the religion, but just ask them if you want to do an activity with them, or like go to a maypole dance, or put a wicker man in the fire, or go to the summer solstice at the Stonehenge. That's quite a nice weekend. Or or at Yule, open your presents early at Yule. Everyone's like going, why would you open your presents then? I went, well, technically this is my Christmas, so go away. You know, it's difficult because I want to be with a guy that will actually put up with a hand fasting, which is obviously the way I look. It's quite hard, but I know someone's for everyone, and I know that there's soulmates out there, or the right guys out there somewhere for everybody, no matter how old you are, anything like that. But if they really love you that much, then they'd go for a hand fasting with you. It's not a hard thing to do. It's only like a 5-minute ceremony, but if I meet someone, I would, and if I did marry him, I'm only 20, God forbid, but if I did get married, then I really would want a hand fasting ceremony, and it's it means a lot to me. And if he does, or he or she, or you know, opposite ways, loves you, then they'd marry you no matter what the cost or what happens or anything like that. It's how love goes, really, isn't it? It's quite a hard game. It's quite a hard game, but it's I don't know how to describe it, because you don't need to go on the internet today. I don't think you don't need to go on a dating service. You don't even need to go on a 5-minute date timing thing. You don't need to go anywhere like that. I think just it happens, like it happens whenever, and then when you meet them, nothing ever is going to happen again. Nothing bad happens going to ever happen again, or it's just going to be smooth. It's going to work. You're going to get together properly, and hope to God we'll win our arguments. But you know, that's what relationships are all about. Well, not about winning every single argument. But yeah, it's weird. It's just with your partner putting up with it, and if they do, then it's worth it, I think. And if they put up through, if I meet a guy and he puts up for a hand fasting with me, and I think that's brilliant. I actually think that's brilliant. If he wants to get married properly, I'll go to a registry office before. But, you know, and I'll go for a hand fasting after. That's my part. That's my share. But it's quite tricky. It is really, really tricky, because I did ask a question quite a few weeks ago, and I only got one reply, but it wasn't really helpful, like going to a dating service. And that's not really like me. I'm only 20. But I sort of want to be with a person at least a few years before I get engaged or get married or whatever. It is pretty hard. It's a tough world out there for us unusual people like us, or unique people like us. I know already. But, you know, like, I was sort of seeing someone and he was fully Catholic, even though he was an absolute... I can't even say the word. It's just... it's not irrelevant. But... even though he was Catholic, very, very strongly Catholic, he did actually, you know, put up with my beliefs and I put up with his beliefs. That's what you're supposed to do in life. It's compromising. But at the end of the day, I am scared to death if I don't meet someone who won't put up with my part of my beliefs, it's, like I keep saying, it's a hard game. It's a hard game. But, you know, it's just, I want to ask a question. How would you break it to them? I really want to know how you would break it to them. And it's really, really hard because, like, normally people just ask me, what's on your necklace or whatever. But what if they don't? But if they do ask me, I just say, oh, I'm pagan. And they say, oh, God, what is that? And I explain it to them, or whatever, about 10 minutes worth, explaining it to them. And most people do understand. Most people are quite nasty about it. But I don't know, because if you really fall for a guy or whatever, I don't know how you would tell it to him, if you get what I mean. Like, I'll try and get him into some, not rituals, but in some activities, or, it's pretty tough. If anybody wants to answer my video or anything like that, and it's quite hard, but it's what I'm thinking. It's, I really want the guy or the partner that I'm with to respect my beliefs, but I don't know how you would break it to them. So if you guys know how you would do that, then please, for God bid, tell me. Thank you very much. Blessed be. Bye.